Hey, I wanted to make a quick video, like a tutorial video, on what I've been doing to record my virtual office hours, because I've had a lot of students dropping in asking lots of questions, and they've been good questions that I think other students are probably going to ask as well. So what I've been doing is I go to Studio, and so you can see already, like I've got, this was today's video. Today was the Tuesday the 24th. The good thing about the method I'm going to show you here is that you can still take these videos and share them through your modules page if you want to share them out with your students. If you use the record function within the conferences app, the blue button app, then it won't let you share those. Like if I go to my uploads up here, and like the directions that were given to us said click on shared with me. Well, if I click on those and like here's Monday's big blue button conference, okay, if I, well, actually that's today's, if I want to click on share media, it won't let me because big blue button is the one that published the video. All right, so I wouldn't use the screen record function that they have anymore with the conferences tab. So instead, I would just go to my uploads and then go over here where it says record and tell it you want a screen capture. And then you're going to click on, make sure you have the Screencastomatic app on your computer, and you can tell it to open Screencastomatic. That way, you'll tell it download, install, all that stuff. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm already using the app. But anyway, so then it would start recording your screen. Or it at least opens it up. It doesn't start recording immediately. You tell it when to start recording, but it opens it up. So then I can go back to my class. I got all these extra classes on here. Okay, hey, there's us. Okay, and so I can go to my Algebra 1 class and then pull up my conferences, just like you guys have been doing, and tell it to start a new conference. Okay, I'm not going to invite anybody to this one because I don't want to start a new one. And I'm not going to enable recording for this conference because I don't think it's necessary, and you can change the title of it. So I'm just going to call this sample conference. And then I'm going to click update. And Miss Evie's having breakfast over there. You can probably hear in the background. Okay, and then I can click start. And then once the big blue button launches, come on. Oop, there was an error joining the conference. That's delightful. Let me fix this. All right, and so once I launch my conference on big blue button, click on microphone, yes, allow it. It's going to do its echo test. Yep, there we go. Okay, so from here, you can add your slides. Like today, I uploaded the notes and just kind of went through the same thing that Chip went through in the key features. Just that way they could ask me questions live. And so I just went through like the first example with students. And it's uploading. Oh, it helps if I click upload. And so you load whatever presentation you want to do, whether it's PowerPoint or whatever it is. But you can make your video, you got all your tools here, your pencil, your different lines and shapes and all that kind of stuff, your text boxes. I find it's helpful if you click fit to width. That automatically stretches everything out and blows it up. And so like the way our notes are set up, it's very helpful, I think. And hopefully y'all have become familiar with the different features down here at the bottom. So like if you want to share your webcam, yes, allow my webcam. And yep. And you hear Miss Edie in the background. There we are. Okay. Probably help if I didn't have the patio behind me. So like you can also put your face in there. So they can see me too. So I can go through, they can see me, all that, whatever. You know, I can even blow myself up. I want to make myself full screen. Especially like if I had a whiteboard and I wanted to show them stuff, you know, I could do that with that screen. One thing I tried today that went really well was turn on the multi-user whiteboard over here. That allowed all my students to come in. They could fill in all the different features in real time together. Kind of like what I would do in the classroom with having kids come to the board and fill out all the stuff. I think it's going to be a really good tool while we're doing distance learning like this. Okay. Then you can turn it back off when you don't want them to be able to take control. And so you can see down here, well, I guess you can't see it. In the bottom corner of my screen, it's showing me when I've been recording. So I don't really need to click start recording at all because I'm not going to use their video. And then whenever I'm done, I just come down here and so you tell it pause and then tell it done. And then it'll ask you where you want to, if you want to upload it. And then it'll render everything and it'll upload it. And that'll take us back to Studio. And so when you go back to Studio, your new video will be there waiting for you. And then from there, what I did was I clicked Share Media. And then I did the embed code. And what I did was I created a new page for that conference. And then you just click on it. I do Control A to highlight all of it, and then Control C to copy. And then I'm able to go back to my Canvas page. If you can hear the pitter-patter of little feet, that is young Bo running around in the background. And then I can upload my video. Come on. Here we go. So you can do, I like clicking on the new page. And I'm just going to call this sample. Okay. And I click add the item. And then I just need to scroll down to wherever that page got dumped on my modules, which is right down here. I try this with different techniques. This seems to be the best one. And then just go up here to edit. And then that gives you the screen up here. And so what I want to do is I want to insert media and choose embed. And now I can just copy and paste, even Control V, my video. And it's embedded right here. Okay. And then I can add this to this to-do list for students. I can give it a due date, make it today. Okay. And then normally I click save and publish. I'm just going to click save for now because I've already published one. I'm not going to publish it again. But then your video is right here. You can just click play. And now it's going right through my class exactly as it was today. There are other ways you can link the videos, but it hasn't been very reliable. And so I find that this is probably the easiest way for us. If you want to make a video in conferences and then share it with students, you can share it directly. And you can actually, you could make, videos for notes if you're planning a unit. And you actually could, instead of having to go through YouTube and do all the linking and sharing, like we actually in our master course, we could make videos and just make the pages there and embed the links. And I think then we could just copy those over, and I think we'll be okay. Ooh, he's very happy right now. Okay. We can talk more about it later. Anyway, I just want to make a quick video for you guys. You know, it's 10 minutes long. Woo! See, he's got stuff to sing about today. So if you guys have any questions about how to do the videos or anything, just let me know, and I'll help you guys out as much as I can with what I've learned so far.